Robert E. Lee High School will keep its name. Northeast ISD board members voting against changing that name tonight.
Yeah, it's a big story we've been following all evening long. The board spent several hours discussing the issue at a special meeting tonight. The night team's Tim Gerber is in that meeting. He's live with reaction from the student who started the petition to change the school's namesake. Tim?
Good evening to you both. The discussion over whether or not to change the name of Robert E. Lee High School has raged in this district for the past 5 months. As you mentioned, it was all started by a Lee High School student who gathered thousands of names and signatures on that petition. She tells me tonight she's disappointed the board voted 5-2 against a name change.
I feel like there is a great majority of people who disagree with the name, but they didn't have a chance to speak out, or they, were intimidated to speak out.
In the aftermath of a deadly shooting at a church in South Carolina earlier this year that saw the removal of the Confederate flag and other Confederate symbols around the country, Kayla Wilson started a petition to change the name of her high school, Robert E. Lee High School. Despite thousands of signatures, months of heated discussions, and hundreds of emails and calls to board members, the trustees said tonight at the end of the day it was not right to change the school's name. Board members voted down a motion to continue the discussion and gather more opinions from Lee students, parents, and staffers. Wilson says the voices of the students have not been heard, while an alumni of Lee says the board made the right call.
I just don't see how they can say the majority of the students or the majority of the community wants to name the change. I think that's very dishonest of them to say something like that.
I'm very pleased with the decision there. Seemed like the voice of the community, some of the students that were there, staff and members have made their voice, and the board finally made the decision to say we're going to keep the name.
And at the end of the meeting tonight, the board did agree to do a review of all Confederate symbols at Lee High School and whether or not to continue using them in any way. That review expected to take place throughout the coming months into the spring. And if there's any moves to be made, they'll be made before school starts next year in the fall. We're live outside NEISD headquarters tonight. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.